On behalf of Flexworthy.com and MeViral.com, this is the UFC Fight Night Jeremy Stephens versus Choi Fight Night breakdown, baby. This is the first fight card of the year, and it's gotta be an epic barn burner, and I know that's exactly why the UFC booked this fight. This is definitely a racial acceptance zone. Everybody gets an N-word pass on this channel. Go in the comments and say what you want. There is no judgment. I will also leave a link of where to stream the fight in good quality, and you'll more than likely be able to chat with me right there because I will be there talking shit. The name is at Heybert Flex on there. It's VIP box or something like that, but I have the link below in the description where you can go there and talk shit with me because I'll be talking shit. I'm going to tell you exactly who I think is going to win and why, and I'm also going to tell you my biased pick, which is the people I want to win versus the people that usually what should happen. Now, the ones that should happen if you're going to bet or gamble, that's the one you should just about head for. But other than that, I'm just going to tell you who I think is going to win and why. So we're going to start this shit off with Jeremy Stephens versus Choi. Starting from the top to bottom because that's what you people usually care about. Okay, so Choi is who I want to see with a belt. I want to see Choi versus Max Holloway so bad eventually. Or, you know, Choi versus Frankie Edgar, who I probably think is going to win. That's going to be ugly for Choi. Frankie Edgar's probably going to blast his ass. However, that's far into the future. I obviously want Choi to win. What's probably going to happen, I want to say, somebody's probably going to get knocked out in the first round. I think they're both going to go in there and get overzealous, and somebody's going to get knocked out in the first round. Or a TKO. Maybe not a pure knockout, but a TKO for sure. I'm really wondering how much Choi can take after that fucking Cub Swanson fight. Like, he took a while off, so I'm wondering how much he can take. And Jeremy Stephens should be getting knocked out, but that is the hardest hitting 145 or so. He might, you know, he might put Choi out. He might put Choi out, so I'm very excited to see this, but I'm rooting for Choi, but what should probably happen is it's really a toss-up. It's really a toss-up on that one. Uriah Hall versus Vitor Belfort. Belfort, you should have fucking retired, bruh. You should have retired. This ain't what you want. I got Uriah Hall by first round, about before the end of the round, if not second round, wheel kick to the face. And that's just how that's going to end. Belfort has no business being in there with a young stud like him. If this was TRT Belfort, then, you know, yeah. But he's not going to last. Belfort is only good for a first round, but now Belfort is only good for 2 minutes. So whenever he decides to go, and that's just it, he always loses after that. So, you know, we'll see if it's all to Uriah to get caught. And I don't see Uriah getting caught early. Uriah probably get caught in a second, but Belfort won't have it to get caught in a second. If he wins in a second, I'd be shocked. So anybody should be betting on fucking Uriah Hall, period. Paige Vanzant and Jessica Rose Clark. If Paige got the big head still, she will be losing this fight. I want Paige to win, of course. I want her to have a title shot at flyweight against maybe, I would love to see her get murdered by Joanna, because I know Joanna's going to 125, and that's where she'll meet Valentina. But I would love to see Paige Vanzant get the belt before anybody else does, before the murderers get there, before the killers get there. I would love to see Paige Vanzant get that 125 belt before anything else happens. I do not want to see whoever that girl, I think she's gonna try to be a 125er. That because I know that ain't Amanda Nunes' girlfriend that she's fighting, but whatever that girl, I don't want her to ever see it. I just don't know why. I just don't care for it. Guzman versus Emil Meek. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. This is because I'm rooting for Guzman, period. And let me go back to that Paige Vanzant fight. I see Paige Vanzant winning by decision. I see Guzman winning by knockout within the first or second round, but Guzman has been all in that mix with Darren Till and all that other extra bullshit, so he might actually fucking lose. He might lose. So reality section, he's probably gonna lose to Meek by submission, probably within the first or second round. What I want to happen is Guzman to win by knockout within the first 20 seconds. Pretty fair. Okay, prelims. Michael Johnson, first fight at featherweight. Okay, for at least to my knowledge that he's fighting at featherweight. He's going against a number 10 in Darren Elkins. He should, depending on how he feels. You know, I'm not sure if he ever fought at featherweight before, but you know, that's a cut. It's an extra cut. So depending on how he feels, we will see when it comes weigh-in days on how sucking in he look. If he look real sucked in, Darren Elkins should win. If he looks very well and coming there in prime shape, then I got Michael Johnson. I want Michael Johnson to win, but the way I see this happening is Darren Elkins by submission in the second or third round. I just kind of feel like Michael Johnson just gives up ground too much. When he's standing up, he's better, but that ground is just terrible. And I think Darren Elkins knows to take him to the ground. Now, Alex White and James Cruz, I don't know neither of these motherfuckers. With that being said, I'm going to take my pick in the lightweight division of Alex White because he has better tattoos and he looks like he's in better shape. Yeah, he looks like he's in better shape. What I think is probably going to happen is James Cruz because my picks always suck. Like I said, sometimes I have biased picks. Let's go. Matt whatever versus Marco Polo de Res. I always root for foreigners. I don't know why. I like Mexico, so I'm rooting for the Mexican. I'm rooting for the fucking Mexican. Okay, we rooting for the Mexican. How I think this is going to happen? Mexican lose by decision. I mean, not decision, by submission. That's how I see this happening. But I'm definitely going to be rooting for this lightweight Marco Polo El Toro. He should just kept his name Marco Polo. Period. That should be his name. Oh, Thiago Alves and Zach Cummings. Okay. Thiago. I wish you would have fought Mike Perry. You should have fought Mike Perry. That would have been a good fight. I think you did duck him. I have to say you did duck him. However, I am going to root for you. I always root for my Brazilians. I am very Brazilian heavy. So I will definitely always root for my Brazilians. How I see this happening is, I don't know. I think Thiago gets knocked out. Or he goes in there and gets it done. So reality, knocked out in the... probably the second round, knocked out a TKO. What I want to happen is Thiago to win, maybe by TKO in the first round. That would be nice. Now, Jessica, you know I'm rooting for you. Oh, then again, you're going against a Brazilian, baby. You know, we in Cleveland right now, so you know I gotta root for the Clevelander. I'm gonna take no biased side on this one. However this happens. I kind of want Jessica to win only so she doesn't get kicked out the UFC, but I like my Brazilians, and this Brazilian is kind of not the cutest of Brazilians. I mean, you know, they got that cyborg face, so you know, but hey, I always root for my Brazilians, so I'm gonna let this go. I do know it's going to end in a decision, though. Maybe a lopsided decision, unless Jessica I comes through. Jessica I is cutting weight. I'm not sure if this other girl's a legit 125er, but she's cutting extra weight from bantamweight. So we'll see how this goes for her. This might be bad. Next, two people, Mexican versus Brazil. I don't even know how to spell their names, Tatilla and Irene, but man, I'm going for Mexico. She looks cuter. I'm going for Mexico. Mexico's cuter. Brazil, I'm going for Mexico on this one. If I'm going for Mexico, reality section, that means Now, Danielle Taylor, you know you my future wife. Danielle Taylor, that little short, little cute cop motherfucker. But this girl looks like something off The Grudge, man. She looks like a fucking scary, big ass forehead. Like, you know, a lot of them ugly fighters know how to fucking fight, yo. The more unattractive girl fighters, they got the mitts. So I'm gonna reality. This will probably be a boring decision. Hopefully, what I want to happen is Danielle Taylor knock her out in the second round. Is that too much to ask? That might be too much to ask. Reality section, JJ's gonna win by a corny ass decision. Whew. I'm gonna go for Mike Santiago. He looks cooler and he's American. That's period. Mad's name. His name is dope. His first name is Mads. He's from Denmark. 145er. I'm going for Mike Santiago by a brutal ass head kick knockout. Maybe. He looks like he's gonna try. And finally, the first fight on the card. Kung Ho Kang and whatever. South Korea versus Argentina. I have no biased pick. But this is going to be a good fight. Honestly, the thing that I'm streaming, the thing that I'm going to give you the stream on, this is actually a good fight to try to watch. It's probably going to kick off. This is going to kick off at 3 or 6 flat. I would I'm gonna go with Kang. He's a more vet. This is what I think is gonna happen for the I want to edge more towards Argentina though. However, damn, South Korea is like I think they're American ally though. Usually my picks be biased and racist as shit. I got my picks, but yeah, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna root for Argentina, but I just want a good fight, and I think this is actually gonna end up being surprising, you guys, being one of the best fights on the card. However, I do see maybe Kang winning by some weird submission. We'll see. So that is my picks and how they should happen for the most part for the UFC Fight Night, Jeremy Stephens versus Doo Ho Choi. And I will see you guys in a link underlow. Remember, it's at HeybertFlex on there. You'll see me, and feel free to talk shit and whatever. And whatever. Make sure you get you a drink and watch the fights, because we all just want good fights at the end of the day. So make sure y'all visit meviral.com and flexworthy.com, and make sure y'all keep view everything else and all the content, and I will be here with another breakdown, definitely with Ngannou, that 220, you know, Stipe from Cleveland. But man, that's the Black Ivan Drago. meviral.com, flexworthy.com. Thank you.